Welcome, welcome everyone. This is Crate with Nancy Thompson, and I am coming to you live from Central New York, from Skinny Atlas actually. So I'm a few minutes late starting. So if you are joining me, I'd love for you to leave me a comment and say hello. I invite you to say hello and say, let me know what you're up to today. So, I haven't been out since earlier this morning, but it was balmy then, so I'm not sure what the temperature is doing right now or what. So, hello, Elaine. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here today. What are you up to today? Anything fun? Anything crafty? So, hopefully a few more are joining on today as well. So if you are, say hello. Oh, here comes Megan. Hi, Megan, and hello, Linda. Welcome, welcome. So today is all about butterflies. Who loves butterflies? Do you love them? They're just so, I don't know. I love this new collection that's Stampin' Up! Just released yesterday. So I'm not sure if you've had a chance to check it out, but if you have, let me know who has seen the Butterfly Brilliance Collection. I think I kind of like talked about it a little bit last week, but maybe showcased it. I'm trying to remember. But so anyway, sunny skies here today. Oh, good. And you're crafting. Yay. I love to hear it when people are crafting. And welcome, Suzanne. So hello. So I think we're going to get started. So hopefully as others join in, they will say hello. Let's see. So we're going to talk. Let me just kind of show you a few things today. Okay. So here's the Butterfly the Butterfly Bijou designer paper. Okay. And look at all these beautiful die cuts that are in the dies that go along with this collection. There's all kinds of sizes and everything to go with it. But let me give you a little up closer look to it. Okay, so there's several parts to this collection. There's a stamp set, okay, and the beauty about the stamp set is, actually I have two of them because I'm actually going to do some surgery on my butterfly and cut these apart, so I've got individual pieces that I can accessorize the inside of my card or my envelope or whatever. So, okay, I see a few more have joined in. So welcome, Kathy and Shirley. So, so this comes all as one stamp set, okay? And here is our die collection. There's no words in here, so you're going to have to pull from your other words. But look at all these wonderful die cuts. You know, I didn't count how many come with this. I don't know if my flyer tells me or not. There's 12 dies here, so amazing amount of dies. But this is the die that comes all by its lonesome self, and it is meant to die cut this this huge stamp, so you've got smaller butterflies to work with, which is really, really great. So that's a really cool concept, and and there's also as we go through the designer paper, I'll show you another thing, but here's all the detail dies here, which are really nice. They match up with the larger one as well. Okay, and then there's some different accessories. So we've got some smaller little solid die cuts, and then there's like an impression that you can kind of create, like, I don't know, like texture on a wall or something. And these cut out little tiny brick pieces, which I think are kind of cool. And then these are little tiny dots, so that actually cut out, and I'm not quite sure what to use these for. You know, like water drops or something. I'm not really quite sure, but it'll cut through your cardstock. So I haven't really seen, creates a background too that you could use. So would the die work in the mini? The smaller pieces will, Linda. This will not, because this is larger than 3.5 inches, unfortunately. So you definitely need the bigger machine, the standard size machine, in order for this to go through. Why does it come as one piece? Because it's easier to kind of cut out, so you can cut out a whole bunch at once. I kind of like it like that, because then it's easier to line up everything. You're not lining up each one individually, because once you line up one, and I'll show you, because we're going to stamp with this today so you can see how easy it is to work with. Okay, so there's our Stampin' Dies. Okay, so let's look at this beautiful designer paper a little bit bigger. So there's 6 double-sided designs. Okay, so we've got like this. For some reason I am like really zoomed in today. I feel like it. Either that or else my camera is down lower than I normally do. So here is like this rainbow of butterflies here. Okay, here's the flip side. So it's kind of got that watercolored type look to it. I think this would be great for ice cream. Now it's coming back. So I think I did talk about this a little bit. And then here's, I love this paper, these miniature butterflies. Okay, I think they're kind of really pretty and sweet. These could be fussy cut as well, but I think it makes a really cool background. And there's the flip side as well, kind of like this camouflagey type look. Okay, and then here's this one, kind of like that sky, like there's just all kinds of butterflies. It reminds me that time that one summer Mary Pat collected a whole bunch of monarch butterflies, and she put them in this huge cage that Jack had built for her. And within, like, I don't know, however many days it takes for them to crystallize and you know, break out of their cocoon, they all opened up at once. And when we opened up that cage, it was just like all these butterflies are just swarming around you. They're landing all over you. It was really a fun time. So actually Miss Judy Gelston, she came up with Joan, and they got to share that fun time with us. So here's that page, and then here's kind of like, I don't know, a calypso coral type design. Let me move that in just a little bit more. Okay, and then we've got some more like overall type butterflies as well. These have like the misty moonlight color, and I think kind of like mint macaron color to it. Okay, and then we're back to kind of like the camouflage color. And then this one's sweet too. I like this pattern as well. Just kind of like that splashy background with some more butterflies. Okay, and then this is just a geometric type design in Bermuda Bay. Okay, and the last one, I love this piece here. This one is designed to coordinate with your die cut. See how easy it is? You're just going to line it all up, and it will cut all of those sweet things all out at once. So fun, fun, fun. Okay, and here's the flip side, kind of more that splashy, salted technique, watercolored salt technique that they've been doing a lot lately. Okay, so let me show you how this one works. Okay, we're gonna pull in the cut and emboss machine here. Okay, and you're gonna see how easy. Hopefully it doesn't wiggle my camera too much. I've been using my magnetic platform. If anybody still has that platform, it does work in your machine. Okay, so we're gonna just put this down on there. And if you don't have a magnetic platform, you can just use some sticky notes to kind of hold it in place if you want to just be sure about it. So we're just going to fudge it here just a little bit. I think that looks pretty darn good. Okay, and we're just gonna slide it through, and it's just so easy to cut all of these at once. You're gonna hear the crackling because this is a big die. Okay, and let's pull these apart right here, and let's just see the magic happen. Okay, look at that. You're gonna see how beautifully it die cuts around all the edges. Look at those beautiful butterflies. There we go. So they're all totally die cut. So don't throw this away, because I think you could use this for something else. So I didn't get a chance to fuss with it, but there is some great ideas that you could use with this. So if anybody has an idea, well, how would you use this? Yes, too bad of this paper. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I would love. There's quite a few, because what is there? So 6 designs. So I think you get at least 4 of each one, Linda, in the package. So yeah, so here's those, okay? But let's use the stamp set, okay? I love those butterflies. So we are going to pull in our Stamparatus, because this is perfect to use when you're stamping, when you're using this right here, okay? I'm going to, it's upside down. We're just going to go with this. In fact, I had ink on one of these because I need to just give it a little wipe there. Your chamois works great with the Stamparatus, so you can clean that up in between. But let's, this has been on a while. So when you leave your stamp sitting on a block or something, make sure you're peeling it up with ease so you don't have an issue with separating the rubber and the foam, okay? Yes. All right, Miss Linda, you're creative. You can put this border inside the card. You're just going to simply die cut around it a little bit. You know, you could fussy cut around it. So that's a great little tip. Okay, so I am going to use Mango Melody. This is one of the ink colors that's in the designer paper. So let's just ink it up with some Mango Melody. Okay, and let's put down some cardstock, Nancy, here. Okay, so let me grab a magnet here. So I've got it lined up. I like to line it up with a line to make sure if my paper moves and I want to re-ink it again, I'm good to go. And I try to stay away from the hinge as well, just so it's a little easier to stamp, to get the image. Okay, so let's hopefully we get this on the first try. And this is the beauty of using the Stamparatus. If you don't get it on the first try, then you're good. Okay, I think I'm going to just press up here a little bit more. You don't necessarily have to ink it again, but just kind of press it again. Okay, all right, I think that looks good. Look at the color variation. Can you guys see that? See the color variation in there from this Mango Melody? I don't know whether it's just the way the ink is coming out with the ink pad, but I think it's kind of cool. Okay, so let me just set this aside. Okay, and let's pull this back in. Okay, hopefully I'm not like jiggling the camera too much. Okay, so we're gonna set that there, and let's grab our die cut again. And see how wide this is, Linda? It does pretty much take up, you know, the whole platform here. So I mean, you could always do surgery on your die if you wanted to and cut it apart. So if you wanted to use it in the mini cut and emboss machine. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So let's and what I love too is cutting all this out. This gives you lots of butterflies for lots of great projects as well. So so you can make more than one card in a sitting, and you're all done. Okay, let's move this out of the way. I think that's it for this time. Here we go. Look how nice those pop right out of that die cut, and you've got some perfectly die cut butterflies to use on a card. Okay, so let's see some stamping, right? Oh, there's another thing here. I also wanted to show you, remember I talked about that this brick piece? This is what you can do with that. So I'm hoping to create another card using this brick piece. Okay, you can kind of create like a brick wall with it. So that's this. It just pops out all those little tiny brick pieces and creates that. So, so that's another fun little thing as well. Okay, so let's see some ideas. Okay, maybe I'll stamp first and then I'll show you the alternate ideas afterwards. How does that sound? Okay, so we got a card. Let me close up this ink pad before I get ink into something. So I've got a couple little tips and tricks here today. Okay, so we've got this right here. Okay, so this is a little bit of another type of pop-up card. Okay, so are you ready? Make sure you, so pink, doesn't that just scream spring to you? Okay, so there's another little inside butterfly. Just kind of little surprise to somebody in there as well. Okay, so let's see how we do this. Okay, we're going to start with, this is Magenta Madness. Okay, and it's one of our new in colors this year, and I love it. And I'm really going to be sorry to see Purple Posy leaving here shortly. So I've been kind of stocking up on the Purple Posy cardstock. So there's a little hint because the retired list comes out at the end of this month. I can't remember the exact date, but it's coming really, really soon. So if there's things that you're thinking about that you really, really need, now's a great time to get it. All right, so I've taken this rainbow color of butterflies here. This is 3 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches long, okay? And we're gonna just add it onto some basic white cardstock. This is 3 1/2 by 5 1/2 for anybody who would love to recreate this type of design. Okay. Okay, could use. Okay, so then we're gonna add this onto. Oh, you know what? I forgot something. I forgot a piece of white cardstock. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Let's add this here. I forgot about my little pop-up, ladies, everyone. So we're gonna add that onto there. And then we have this stitch circle, and I've already cut out that swallowtail butterfly here as well. So we're gonna take some Tombow glue and get rid of that little end piece. So let's just add some Tombow glue, and I gotta grab my paper cutter. Let's see. Because we need some paper for the inside. So let me just cut a quick piece here for the inside. Okay, we got our inside piece, and we need a piece for that pop-up as well. Okay. Whoops, I almost got ink all over that. Okay, so let's add this onto here, okay? And then we're going to add some dimensionals to this. So the pop-up thing, you can just really do it any which way, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So let's just pop this onto the front. And then we're going to use the tag punch here, okay? The word I chose is celebrate you, okay? And let me just cut another piece of scrap here, okay? Because the word does not fit into this punch. So I want to give you, let me show you this. Let's do this, okay? I was hoping it would fit into this punch, but there's a great way to, as you can see, it's it's not going to fit all the way across, okay? So you see how it punched off the L there, and you know, is really close to the U. Maybe I'll put this on the back here, okay? See how close that cut it off? So you can still use your punch in a creative way. So what I did was I measured the width of the punch so I would know what size width of cardstock to punch, so I can use it a little differently, okay? So this is like 3/8 of an inch, okay? Just a hair under. And we're gonna just stamp our word here, okay? Oh, that came out pretty good. I was worried I wouldn't get it straight. It's a little, you know, it's not quite centered, but not bad, I don't think. Then we're gonna take our punch, okay? And we're gonna insert this inside the punch. That's why you wanna just go a hair under. I'm not sure if I did quite the hair. Okay, Nancy. There we go. All right. And you can decide how long you want to create your label here. And then you're going to punch that end. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing to this end as well. Let me move it this way. It's just, you got to get it just, it's a little fussy. Come on. Let's go to this other end. Maybe it'll go here. I don't think I did my hair enough. I think I did it exactly the same. Let's just do a little surgery, okay? Pop it down in there. Come on. All right, there we go. Okay, now I can punch it. Whew, boy, that was a workout, wasn't it? So, yeah, definitely make sure you go a little bit under than what you really, really need. Okay, so now we've created our own unique label for this. All right, so we're going to just add this on with a little bit of adhesive. Okay, and let's just pop that on there. And then let's add a little bit of bling to this while we've got this card front here. Okay, I'm going to add a lot of bling. Okay, because this is just a fun card. So let's just bling this butterfly up, because we are excited about spring coming, right? Let's add one more. And there we go. How's that? Okay, so let's work on the inside. We're going to bring the Stamparatus back in. Okay, I'm going to just bring in this plate. All right. You can use like a marker to mark up an individual thing if you don't want to cut your butterflies apart, but I plan to cut mine apart so I could use it just on a block, yeah, you could use a marker, or you could use the corner of your ink pad as well. So I know I want to use this one here, so I'm going to just kind of use that corner of the ink pad to ink it up. All right, and then I think I want to just, I still got ink on this, so we are gonna just try to go like this. There we go. So we got partial of a butterfly there. Okay, so you can still kind of use it as a whole, or you can completely do the whole thing and maybe stamp off with them too as well. All right, so we've got that done. So now let's adhere this to the inside of our card, because we got to add that pop-up thing. And really, I didn't follow a pattern for this next step, so you can just base it on your image that you want. You just don't want it too big. Okay, so we've got this, and we need a paper cutter. So all I did was, this is about 3/4 of an inch. You don't want to go too skinny, but you want to be skinny enough that it's gonna hide your butterfly, okay? Because you're trying to not to show it. So I'm just gonna score every inch, okay? So there's 1 inch, 2 inches, we're at 3, and I'm going to cut it off at 4 inches. Okay, so we've got kind of this folded piece here. Okay, so we're going to want adhesive here and here on the 2 end pieces. Okay, so here we go. So let's add some adhesive and add it here. I gotta think how to do this. Okay, so when you're doing this, I just really lined it up in the center, and I've got it kind of lined up with my white cardstock here. You don't want to go completely close to the fold because it adds a lot of bulk in the fold. Okay, and then I'm going to just fold it like this and just sandwich that. Okay, so now I've got my, I'll kind of see if you guys can see the side view as well. All right, so your 2 end pieces are glued here and here. Okay, and when it closes, let's see, it closes. See how it collapses? And then when it opens, okay, you're going to get that. All right, so let's add a butterfly, which I thought I had here somewheres. Maybe I didn't. Okay, I got a butterfly here, and I have one more thing for butterflies. I got lots going on here today. I had a little box. Where did that go? Oh, here we go. Okay, so we've got this, and hopefully I have a white one in here. So as you can see, I've been playing with the butterflies a lot and just having fun cutting out tons of stuff. So just make sure you grab yourself, whether it's a Ziploc bag. Maybe we'll do a vellum underneath. Vellum works kind of good. Vellum is a little trickier to cut out, so kind of maybe we'll go, you know what, I don't know, I think we'll just leave it by itself. Okay, because I don't have the correct size white that I really wanted. So as you're doing this, kind of, you want to, when you adhere your butterfly, you want to have it, you don't want it sitting right directly on your bottom base. You want it up a little bit. So we're going to just take a couple glue dots to adhere this. Okay, so I'm just going to add a couple glue dots so that way I don't get too much adhesive where I don't want it to go. And then you can just adhere that on. Okay, and then look at that, it just folds and closes. Let's go like this. Okay, isn't that kind of like a fun surprise for somebody? Is just to kind of see that pop up and say, hello, I'm here to say hello. So I hope you enjoyed that, but let's finish our envelope. So tell me, do you think this Kaleidocolor of, you know, of butterflies, or should I go with this watercolor background? So let me know while I put some adhesive on our envelope flap. Yes, I've got all kinds of little boxes around Linda, or you could use a Ziploc bag just to kind of keep things together, or I keep it with my paper as well, or even the stamp set, or lots of times I keep it in with the dies as well, depending on how much I'm really cutting. So okay, any response? So butterflies. Okay, I got 2 butterflies, so we're going with butterflies. All right. Let's see, I think we'll go with this, like this. All right, I know, I love these. I just think it's fun paper. I do wish, and I agree with Linda, we needed more of that designer paper just with the butterflies. Too bad that wasn't kind of like a little add-on, like just a whole package of them. Would that be a good idea? I'll have to try to put that in our sandbox for Stampin' Up, because I think that would be fun as well. Okay, so there we go. Oh, here, we can see the difference here, because this one I did the watercolor. So which one do you guys like? Do you like the watercolored envelope flap, or do you like the butterfly flap? So let me know, leave it in the comments. So this one I only put like a little bit of bling on it as well. Let me move it a little closer so you guys can see. Whoops, I'm too close. There we go. Okay, so the left one only has 3 little blings, and then we got lots of bling on the other ones. So, okay, so how about a few more ideas, okay? So I tried to come up with a few more. So here is this one here. So this is kind of like a little bit of a panel card, and we're using those matte black, those matte, what are they called? I can never remember the name. Matte black dots. That's what I thought they were. And then this is some of our In Color ribbon, the new In Color ribbon this year, but I'm probably, more than likely, it's going to retire, and I love using it because it ties so beautifully. Okay, I'm going to have to do like a little tally to see how many like the butterfly flaps. So that's just a fun, easy way, great way to use scraps to create kind of like a panel card. And I love the pop of the black oval underneath. What do you guys think? Do you like that? So there's that one. And here's this envelope flap as well. This is pretty paper also. Okay, so I got another idea here. So here's a different kind of layout as well. This one's got lots of bling on it, just kind of like a tag across there, using some of that beautiful In Color ribbon. And I don't think I didn't do anything on the inside. So there's that. Okay, this past weekend I attended a crop and was inspired to create something from one of the layouts that the other presenter did. So I need your guys' opinions. What do you think? So it's got the butterfly paper. It's kind of like, I don't know, hopefully you guys can see this okay. So she demonstrated using these triangle designs. Can you guys see the triangles? So like here is one here, and then it's folded the flap down. So, and then same here. This is just using the reverse side of the paper and folding the flap this way, the point this way. So, too many butterflies. I had somebody that told me that was too many butterflies, but what do you guys think? Do you like it? So this is Mary Pat when she was younger, back in '94. So how old would that have been? Like six years old here. We always spent a lot of time up to, as much time as we could, up to Jack's parents' camp up in the Adirondacks. So they had this fishing pond that was right there, and her and Graham always loved to go out and feed the fish. So here we go. I'll get it a little closer. So wasn't she a cutie back then? So so there's that. Best buds, and they were. So let me see. So lovely. Oh, good. You guys love it. Okay. Yes, it is like a quilt design, Jane, perfectly. So, so I hope I've inspired you, that you love these butterflies. All of the items, the collection is available now. And just to let you know, let me think here. Oh, I forgot one more thing. We also have one other thing that's in the collection is this wood grain paper. It's 2 sheets that are in a package for $5. I haven't used this yet, so hopefully I'll have some more samples to share with you in the coming weeks, okay? The one thing about the collection is, okay, I'm not pressing the button here. There we go. Is the stamp set and the dies are going to be, it's an early release for the new catalog, okay? So the stamp sets and dies are available, will be available when the new catalog starts in May. Our new catalog is in May. There's a whole new calendar year with our catalog. So, so it will be May. I'm not sure the exact date. I want to say like May 3rd or 4th comes to mind. So, but the designer paper and the wood grain paper, the natural wood grain paper, are only while supplies last. So if you're in love with these, don't get going and place your order and order them before they're gone. I don't know what their supply is. I'm hoping like we at least get a month with the paper. So if you're loving it, I'm hoping there's maybe another designer paper in the new catalog. I don't know. It might just be you use your stamps ink and, you know, paper, you know, regular cardstock to create beautiful butterflies and blends as well. So thank you. Anybody have any questions? So let me, I'm going to write down some numbers for some comment winners. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. In number 32 and 44. I'm going the wrong way. 32 and 44. So I'll check them out later. So let me just kind of go back through. If anybody has any questions, I'd love to answer them for you. And if you have ideas on something you want to see, you know, let me know if there's still something in the main catalog or the mini catalog that I haven't showcased yet. Send me a message, write it here in the comments, to let me know as well, because I'm always trying to, come up with ideas on what to share. So, and I want to definitely share what you're in love with as well, because I know you want to know, you know, to be creative, to get ideas. So, okay, I'm not really seeing a ton of ideas. So, so I hope you have an awesome day. Get outside. I'm hoping it's still like balmy out there. And I'll look forward to seeing you next Wednesday for another Facebook Live. Okay, everybody. Thanks so much. And thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.